Maine's highest court has denied the appeal of a Northfield man convicted of killing 3 people in Down East Maine in February of 2020. Thomas Bonfanti was found guilty last year of shooting and killing 57-year-old Sean Curry, 49-year-old Jennifer Bryant Flynn, and 33-year-old Samuel Powers. Another shooting victim survived. His attorney argued after his client invoked his Fifth Amendment rights, any information obtained should have been suppressed, but an officer still questioned him. Bonfanti eventually identified the victims. Prosecutors said police had to determine if there were victims who could be saved. The Supreme Court ruled because there was an overwhelming evidence of Bonfanti's guilt aside from his challenge statement, admitting that statement was harmless beyond a reasonable doubt. Bonfanti is serving